In 2015, Antonio Guillem takes another stock photo, just like he has thousands of times before. 2 years later, several people use this image to make jokes, but it's soon lost in the sea of internet memes. Then, on August 19th, Twitter user N1M161 makes this meme, joking about young people's affinity for socialism. The post goes a little Twitter viral, and suddenly, the collective hive mind of the internet has decided that it's found its new favorite meme. For now. Why do memes capture our attention? What causes a meme's meteoric rise to the top of internet culture at a given moment? I've got a few ideas. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Memes have been growing in notoriety in recent years. I've noticed more and more people, even those who aren't deep into internet culture, talk about a meme they saw. When most people use the word meme today, they're referring to an image macro. These internet memes usually have two parts, an image that serves as a caricature or symbolic representation, and a recognizable layout of text, used to make a joke in conjunction with the image. But to understand a successful internet meme, we'll need to dig a little deeper into where the word meme comes from.
The meme is the unit of cultural inheritance. It's anything that behaves like a gene in human culture.
This is Richard Dawkins, who coined the term meme in his 1976 book, The Selfish Gene. Though he coined the term before internet memes existed, the name fits because Dawkins' idea of meme is an almost perfect description of how an internet meme works. There's a cultural survival of the fittest process that helps create and spread successful memes.
The equivalent of the act of reproduction at the genetic level would be the act of copying an idea from one brain to another.
The process selects for the appeal of the meme and the ability of the image and joke format to be reapplied to many topics. Memes are chosen by a subculture, by a larger group, because they resonate. But what causes this resonance? Let's use the recently popular distracted boyfriend meme as our guiding example. A successful meme expresses a certain idea or concept more quickly than that idea could be articulated. If you look at the page for this stock photo on Shutterstock, you'll see the full title of Disloyal Man walking with his girlfriend and looking amazed at another seductive girl. It takes a lot of words to describe this scenario, but when you look at this image, you know immediately what's going on. The characters have a past, there's a future fallout from this moment, but more importantly, there is a core feeling that is time-consuming to lay out in words, but that is immediately evident when viewing the photo. In this way, it behaves as an archetypal image. An archetype is a deeply felt, instinctual, pre-idea form embedded in the collective unconscious. And while the archetype itself cannot be defined or expressed explicitly, we can recognize it when it's represented in an archetypal image. The archetype embedded in this image is a complex scenario, recognized by all of us easily. It can be described by the phrase, "The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence," but even using that phrase is resorting to another archetypal image to represent this scenario. So a good meme succeeds because it taps into the past experiences of the collective, and as it spreads, it becomes part of the collective symbolism for those experiences.
Images are a powerful way to transfer ideas.
That's Stephen Hayden, a Shutterstock developer I spoke with who works on an image editing tool that lets people quickly create their own versions of the meme.
I think Shutterstock images are kind of trying to take an idea and turn it into an image that someone can use. That's kind of the purpose of all of the images, to let people tell their marketing story or whatever with an image that goes hand in hand really well with some of the same goals that memes have.
This is why stock images tend to make great memes. Images that end up being used in successful memes often have characters whose expressions are exaggerated. They appear as caricatures for the emotions or feelings they are expressing. Those exaggerated elements make the meme stronger because its symbolism is more easily detected by more people. And the exaggerated effect is funny. We tend to like it for the same reason we like cartoons. This isn't to suggest that a meme has to be gotten by everyone.
You're taking the core idea, you're putting your own spin on it so that a certain group of people instantly understand it.
An individual meme can appeal to a small group. Sometimes they have appeal because only a small group recognize the symbolism of a meme. Memes often act as a sort of in-group identifier. Like inside jokes and TV show references, a meme is a way of discovering who we have a common base of understanding with. And their short but intense lifespans make them signposts for eras of internet culture. The perfect meme often seems to be one where the image element is broad enough that many people get the symbolism, while the joke conveyed through text has a very narrow appeal. Let's examine the modes in which a meme can interact with culture. The first mode is how the meme interacts with the viewer upon first exposure. With the distracted boyfriend meme, the first time you see it, you find it funny because of the way someone modified it to make a joke, but also because the photo itself is funny. In the second mode, a meme's ability to be remixed is crucial. This is the mode where the meme gains the most traction. A good meme has a formula that makes the application of the core archetype to many different scenarios easy. In this mode, most of the humor is generated from seeing all the ways in which people can use the meme. In the third mode, humor and freshness are generated by the subversion of the established formula of the meme. Now that most of the possible applications are exhausted, people begin to modify the original nature of the meme and use it to express ideas that are similar or even the inverse of the original archetype. Ultimately, a meme can enter the cultural lexicon. It can become a tool or a sort of shorthand that we might use to refer to the archetype at the core of the meme. Most memes won't operate within all these modes, but successful memes that stick around usually operate well in multiple modes. Types of memes existed long before the internet, but the internet has had a big influence on memes and the way we look at them. First, by increasing the number of connections and points of communication, it speeds up the evolution of memes. Second, the internet makes this evolutionary process much more visible than it's been in the past. Before the internet, tracking little-known non-image memes out in culture would have been extremely difficult. Although for the most part, memes remain enigmatic and difficult to track, but maybe it's worth the effort. I think we underestimate the importance of what a meme represents. The individual meme might seem trivial, but tracking trends across many memes might reveal the deeply felt ideas in internet culture that they represent. Maybe we can learn something about ourselves by tracking which memes survive. At the very least, become an evolutionary force that helps shape our culture, and share a meme. Building and running a website doesn't have to be a pain. With Squarespace's all-in-one platform and 24/7 support, you can stop fiddling with annoying code and other details and focus on bringing your ideas to life. Although if you do want to get under the hood and customize things, you can do that too. Squarespace gives you some awesome templates as a starting place, but the flexible platform lets you customize it to fit whatever needs you have. Make your next move with Squarespace. Squarespace is a one-stop shop to grab a unique domain and build a beautiful website for whatever project or idea you have. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com and enter offer code ThomasFlight to get 10% off your first purchase. Thank you so much to those who support me on Patreon. If you appreciate my content and want to consider supporting me, I hugely appreciate it. It'll help me continue to make these videos for a long time to come. I'm Thomas Flight. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing.